All together or one by one? Jesus.
Whoa, whoa.
That's it. I'd only have a meal with Jesus so I can learn something to share. That's the only reason. He's the king. That's it.
Alright, we're gonna go right over here.
But that's a fucked up question. Because is Jesus dead or is he alive? Changes the answer, doesn't it? But it's only Jesus.
Vampiro.
What?
Do you have some favorite wrestling traveling buddies and some funny road stories to tell?
No, I don't really. I've never really traveled with anybody ever. I'm kind of weird. I'm a lone wolf kind of guy, you know. And because of my PTSD, I have a really hard time. This is another reason why I'm doing these spoken word things, because for my mental health, I'm forcing myself to be more sociable. I'm sick and tired of being this antisocial guy. I want to enjoy life, and I like people. So this is why I do this. But so I didn't have the courage to admit that before. So I was unable to travel with anybody, and I wish I did. I probably would have been a better person for it. Funny stories about wrestling? Fuck, I don't. Of course I do. I mean, what these two idiots, Joe and Joey, or with who? I mean, fuck. Of course I do. I mean, one with Marty the Moth. You know Marty the Moth from Each Underground? Yeah, we were in Mexico at Me, Him, Johnny Mundo, and two other dudes, and I was like, look, we're on a highway at night, and I was like, this is bad, and because the traffic had stopped, and Marty was like, well, there's a gas station, you're gonna get out and go by. So I said, Marty, stay in the fucking car and put your head down, turn the lights on, you're an American. Why? And all we saw in the darkness was 10 guys, masks with the AKs coming in combat stance, military. And I was like, that's not military, don't say a fucking thing. And I waited till they got there and they saw it was Vampiro. And they pulled me out of the car and they were there. They're a cartel. What they do is they see big SUVs and they kill everybody. They take the SUVs because they go into the next town and they use those to block the streets so they have a gunfight. That's a wrestling story. And that happened every day. So Marty shit his pants in the car. That's the end of the story.
Here you go, right here.
First off, Vampiro, thank you for that speech. I've been in a dark place in my life, and I think it just brought me a little bit out.
Can you turn that mic up? Because either I'm deaf or I don't know what's going on. I know you're all in love over there, but pay attention.
So,
right?
I just wanted to say thank you for that speech. I've been in a dark place in my life. You kind of just brought me out of it a little bit, inch by inch. That being said, one wrestling question. As someone who's had their face plastered on every country you can imagine and on everything imaginable, what's your favorite thing you've had, like, your face plastered on, and what's one thing you want to license?
I'm so against all of that. I'd rather leave an impression on somebody's decision they make to go ahead in their life instead of having something like that. I was never into the fame thing. I did all that stuff. I got a whole new line of action figures coming out. I'm in 2 new video games, and I don't even know what they're called. I know they're out right now. I know one video game's out right now. It's kind of a Call of Duty thing, and you can play Vampiro. The other one, I don't even know. And my dolls, I don't know when they're coming out. But I would rather say something or do something that influences you instead of having my face on something.
I like that. That was
Alright. Good morning, Vampiro. I've got a 90-degree bend in my spine, and I've got neural problem, and I have a 45-pound tumor to cause my stomach. Plus, I could have been tested and a hernia and ulcer surgery. So I've spent a lot of time in my bed and stuff in my life.
Oh man, dude, I'm sorry. I was talking to him. I thought that was feedback. I can't hear this motherfucker, man. Turn this up.
Yeah, I don't know if you need to monitor, Will.
No, I apologize, man. I'm sorry. What were you saying, brother?
I said I've got a 90-degree bend in my spine, and I've got neurofibroma, and I had a 45-pound tumor took on my stomach that was the size of a pizza. Also, I had a foot of intestine come out and also a hernia. I lived in Colorado for 10 years, and I got robbed and sent back to Tennessee for 2 years. And now I'm at the gathering of the Juggalos talking to you. I absorb knowledge like a freaking sponge. One of the dudes I love is Henry Rollins, and he taught me to travel. Go everywhere. I lived in neighborhoods where there's machine gun fire, and people hit the deck, and I went getting flinched, and they're like, "You're a cold motherfucker." My question to you is, if you could go to the library in Alexandria, what piece of knowledge would you bring back?
That has to be the greatest question ever. You all know what the library in Alexandria supposedly was? That they just moved to the basement of the Vatican, but we don't know that yet? Yeah. Yeah. Saw it. That's another story, though. Some of it, anyways. That question that he just asked, and that's a great question for anybody who's interested in magic. What piece of knowledge? I believe if you study with somebody who's a magician, or they give you a message, or you read something, it's just like self-defense. If you go to a self-defense teacher, and that's the baddest motherfucker in the planet, run away very fast. It's just like with magic. I'm the greatest magician of all time. Hang up the phone. Because the universe, if the universe is 17 billion years old, or 13.5 or whatever, do you really think somebody knows everything? Do you really think that anybody's opinion means... The way the universe works, the way magic works is, we're all frequencies, right? Big radio. That's why there's the dial, you hear this static, static, static until you connect with something, because your frequency is on the same frequency. So your answer to that question is, what piece of knowledge? I would say go to the library and don't leave. Go and learn and study and then share that knowledge. That's what I would bring back, because if you had any idea how amazingly easy it is to access all these things, it's incredible. That's what I would say. I would say learn the truth. I mean, if you, the greatest example is the Bible. The Bible that people use in church right now, that was written 800, 900, 1,000 years after Jesus had died. There were no tape recorders. There was no YouTube. There were no witnesses. The Gnostic Bible is the only document, supposedly, that Jesus spoke to somebody. It's an eyewitness account. So if you start to look at history and religions like that, and you understand there has to be more. Why are we not learning these things? Why am I, if I work 8 hours a day, and then 1 hour before that, and 1 hour, 2 hours after that, to get home, come home, eat, fuck around, deal with my life, I have 6 hours left in the day, 8 hours, 7 hours. So 3 of that is in my relationship, another hour and a half is cleaning up, preparing for tomorrow, and then eating and all that. So I'm left with an hour and a half, 2 hours. In that 2 hours, I'm going to waste my time fucking up my life? Or can I dedicate that to studying to become a better version of myself? That's the knowledge I would try to bring back. That's a smart motherfucker, man.
Wilson, they was at my heels now and they was at my heels then. That man stood in the river twice and it was still him. Inside of my zone, I'm outside of control again. There's no fucking control again. Inside of my zone and I'm outside of control again. That's a goddamn mouthful. That's what she said. Alright, check this out. I got this little acapella joint. I'm gonna come down here and fuck with y'all. I don't know how far this is gonna go, but it's going to go. We gonna make it happen, man. How far I got? Noodles? I'm fucking out here, Brit. Alright, y'all. I'm as big in real life. Check this out. I wrote this also in Detox, but it's kind of a message to everyone in